Sony is launching a PlayStation Classic game console this December, loaded with 20 games for only $99.99. I know you, as a PlayStation gamer growing up, I think you're pretty excited about this, especially with the game that's included.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Well, why don't you tell the folks playing at home what games are said to be included?
That includes Final Fantasy VII, Tekken 3, Ridge Racer Type 4, Wild Arms. I mean, there's fucking a lot. There's 20 of them.
Is that all the ones that they listed?
Those are the ones that this article has listed.
All right, fine. That's...
Jumping Flash.
All right.
But, yeah, there's a lot. I'd imagine the Crash games are there.
They would have to have some sort of Crash games. Yes. Spyro.
In fact, while you vent your excitement, I will look up the exact list.
Yeah, I gotta say, I obviously grew up on that good old PlayStation. And I felt a little weird because everyone else had N64 or both. But... You know, I have a bias to talk about or to at least talk up PlayStation as the best system.
No, I feel you.
Very large game library, number one. Mm-hmm. Number two, good variety of games.
Yes.
Yeah, your shooters, your fighters, your action adventure. There's just, God, there's so many. I guess these were arcade games, but all the Capcom versus... You know, Marvel vs. Capcom, Street Fighter vs. X-Men, all those Capcom fighters, they always release those on PlayStation. And I don't think they did release any of those on N64.
Not all of them. I know there were some that had crossover, like, wasn't the Gex game?
Gex, both? I think, was on everything. What about Croc? Was that just PlayStation?
I think that was just PlayStation.
Yeah. Well, that was also a computer game, too.
Right. So those 5 games I mentioned, Final Fantasy VII, Jumping Flash, Ridge Racer, Type 4, Tekken 3, and Wild Arms. Those are the only 5 that Sony's confirmed.
Of course, I already own Tekken 3.
Oh, yeah. Well, how could you not?
Yeah, dude, Tekken is, like, my fucking favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Like, like, the 3 best fighting games, to me, it's obvious.
Mortal Kombat Armageddon?
No,
2?
No, I'm just saying the 3 best series.
Oh,
Tekken, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter.
Ooh.
You got some other good ones there.
No love for Soul Calibur.
Soul Calibur is a close 4th.
I like Soul Calibur.
Virtua Fighter, a close 5th.
Not bad. Yeah.
And I don't know if you could really call Clay Fighter like a fighter.
Clay Fighter?
Okay, I think that's like a separate category. If you're doing comedic fighters.
Yeah.
You gotta include Smash.
Yeah.
It'd be Smash, Clay Fighter, and Pocket Fighter.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the stubby little versions of Street Fighter.
Yeah, Jesus.
They did funny shit like pulling out like wrestling chairs and stuff.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, that was the fucking best.
God, that was a while ago. Or, I mean, obviously a while ago, but that's a deep cut.
Man, I don't even know where to begin. There's so many good PlayStation games. Twisted Metal.
Oh, God, that's got to be on there, too. Only 20? Sony, come on, let's go. Let's do it. Let's get all.
That's the thing is honestly for that price and for having Final Fantasy VII, which is a very long game, as I recall, is double disc. Mm-hmm. That's a hell of a deal, and I'm definitely thinking about buying this.
I would,
unless the N64 has like. Oh, whoops. Well, that's next story.
You spoiled part 2. Wow.
Yeah, whatever. But unless that has like ridiculous lineup of games I don't already. See, that's the thing is there's a good chance I have some of the PlayStation 1 games because the classics I already own. Mm-hmm. I got your Spyro, Crash, Tekken, and a couple others. You know, let me check what I got.
Well, the 15 other games that PlayStation, or rather Sony, has in store for the PlayStation Classic, those might be pretty enigmatic, but it's not as enigmatic as the part 2 of this story, which is on the Nintendo front.
Dude, hold up, though.
What's that?
I got some Bubsy here.
Oh, that's a great game.
Tekken 3, obviously.
Space Jam.
Crash 2, 3, and Racing. You know what's weird? I hope they have Crash 1 for sure.
Oh, they have to.
Well, I don't have that, so You throw in Crash 1, you have yourselves a sale, Sony. Spider-Man.
That's a classic.
Ooh, if they just randomly had Spider-Man 2, which would just only be convenient for some people, man, that'd be great.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, moving on to part 2. So, Nintendo has allegedly filed a trademark for a Nintendo 64 Classic. So, we have no idea about any of what's going to be on this, or what it's going to be, or when, or anything. But, I mean, just like PlayStation.
I forgot one more.
What's that?
NHL Face-Off 96 in
Oh,
the
man.
long box.
Oh, man. You got the long box over there?
I got 2 long boxes only.
What's the other one?
Starblade, which
Oh,
apparently
man.
is super hard to find.
Really?
Yeah. Let's see. I had one other long box. It was Hardball. It was the baseball game. Holy shit, was that the hardest fucking game ever? I remember I used to have, like, as the gamer friends on the interwebs call it, I would rage quit that shit quite often.
Oh, rage quitting.
Man, oh man, did that shit get me pissed.
Well, it's nostalgia season, that's for sure.
Especially with Christmas coming up, a couple months from now.
PlayStation Classic on the horizon, Nintendo 64
Likely.
Classic possibly on the horizon, likely on the horizon.
And if they see, I'm gonna have hard decisions to make if they include Clay Fighter, which I know they won't.
Oh man, that would be a deep, deep cut.
Shit, if they did,
it's one of the rarest games.
Is it
for the N64?
Wow.
Yeah, I think so.
You know what? If it is, I wouldn't doubt it.
Clay Fighter 63 and a third. Yeah,
I thought 63 and a third. Is that
for the N64?
Holy shit, that was the best game.
Super rare.
Was it for anything else?
I think it was. Yeah, no, just for N64.
That game was the fucking best.
Gosh, yeah, man.
But so that's what. Yeah, this is kind of crazy. I mean, I understand nostalgia is just a big thing right now.
It's selling.
But it's really crazy, like, with games, how much of it there is.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can get a lot of old games on Steam and stuff. Mm-hmm. They're remastering old games.
Yeah.
Which I have mixed opinions about, like...
Crash and...
Well, see, to me, fuck that. Mm-hmm. Don't re-record the voices and all these new sound effects suck. I like those old ones.
Yeah.
And how goddamn dare you defile the work of Mark Mothersbaugh?
Oh yeah.
How dare you? the fucking nerve,
the gall,
the pure, unadulterated audacity. No, but for real, fuck anyone who changes this music. Yeah. I mean, I know it's the same melody, sort of, but it's just not as good.
It's not the same.
It's like a cover of a song that's just, shitty cover.
Right.
Man. But it's just like, this is so crazy that, like, who would have ever thought that this would happen? Like, the fact that I almost feel like that has to do with, because to me, there's a big disconnect for me that the console generation after this, I thought was the best.
Which one?
PlayStation 2, Xbox, GameCube.
I think you're not alone in that.
Because it was not the best graphics, but pretty damn good graphics, and by far the best gameplay.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you had a lot of great games there, man.
Yeah.
You had the best, in my opinion, some of the best Spider-Man games. Spider-Man 2, based on the movie. You had... I'm speaking strictly as a GameCube player. Super Mario, Sunshine.
Oh, hell yeah.
Luigi's Mansion, Super Smash Bros. Melee. A lot of good games. And on PlayStation 2, of course. I mean, and Xbox. I mean, there's so many great games. Turok.
PlayStation 2, I believe, had one of the largest game libraries, if not the biggest.
Largest game libraries and, like, longest... This is super dumb, but, like... longest longevities of a game console. Like didn't it die in like 2008?
I've got one game for you.
What's that?
Battlefront 2.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, you're right though. Because PlayStation 2 came out in 2000, and I remember playing it till about new games are still coming out. I think you're right, till about 2008 or 9.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Or I
and
think
by
it was
then,
2008. Yeah, it was one of the longest.
by then, Nintendo had already burned through like 3 or 4 different mobile consoles and fucking the Wii by that point. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, it's nuts. And yeah, we're headed that way.
It's just like I just don't, because new games are, the new systems, I haven't had much interest in them. Mm-hmm. I feel like is it me or there are fewer games just because they're so fucking hard to make them?
I think there's fewer AAA games.
That's what I mean. Because
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of these,
A
like,
lot of small indie stuff.
which I kind of like better. They're just more fun to just like chill and play. Like Castle Crashers is a good one.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's a lot of those, but
Who'd ever thought it would come to this?
I don't know. It definitely marks good counter entertainment for the AAA stuff that's out now.
Yeah, because to me, I feel like I'm one of the people who has a little bit of a disconnect.
You want to play some Star Fox, pop it in your old N64 Classic. You want to play some Jak and Daxter.
Dude, Jak and Daxter is the shit. I love that game.
Oh, yeah.
I was just playing iNinja the other night.
Yeah, man.
I don't give a shit if it's like 10 years old. It's awesome.
Oh, yeah. That stuff holds up, and I think the
Yeah, that's
developers
the other
are
thing
wise.
is I don't know, like, I guess it's kind of hard to tell with some of these newer games how they'll hold up with time, but I kind of feel like the old games kind of hold up with time a little better.
I agree.
Or at least let me rephrase that. I predict they will hold up better.
I agree.
So those two things are coming out.